Max here, and I got a hot topic. And it's all about Star Wars. The Last Jedi. It just passed $1 billion worldwide. And it's still a bomb. Okay, are you with me? Maybe not, but we're going to discuss it. I want to first get on to the disclaimer. Warning! This video contains rumors, speculation, and strong opinions. And maybe you have strong opinions. I want to hear from you too. Let's talk about it. There's a lot of divided and difference in opinions. Personally, I think it's still a bomb. And I'm going to explain why in this video. But it just passed $1 billion. It's December 31st, 2017. And I also used this picture of, remember the sad Batfleck memes? Well, unfortunately, and this is what hurts my heart the most, is to see Mark Hamill, especially the image on the right. This is when he was at the Last Jedi premiere. He was as shocked as some of the hardcore fans, and I feel like him. When I was in that movie theater on December 15th, and I saw it for the first time, I felt the exact same way as Mark. Maybe he didn't see his... And also, this contains massive spoilers for Last Jedi. But maybe he did not know, and I'm sure you've seen the YouTube videos out there, that his character was going to be killed off like that. Maybe they did alternate cuts, and you didn't know which way it was going to go, and they decided to do it. So... It would be very easy to change that at the last moment, him just disappearing in his robe. So I felt the same way. I'm very sorry for Mark. More than my own opinions on how this is going. If Mark Hamill is not happy with his character, I'm upset for him. But this is where I still think it's a bomb. It's just a bomb on a timer that hasn't gone off yet. What's happened with The Last Jedi, the way it's dividing fans and closing down plot lines with never an explanation and all this drama. What's happening with Kathleen Kennedy, the start, not getting nothing going, not finishing anything right, and not starting anything new. I think Star Wars movie universe is on a time bomb, and it's gonna go off December 20th, 2019. Maybe JJ pulls off a Hail Mary and wraps up and makes both fans of The Last Jedi happy and people that are not fans of The Last Jedi happy. But he's got a lot on his shoulders, and honestly, in my opinion, I don't think he could pull it off. Not because I don't think that JJ's talented. I know some of you viewers out there have differences of opinion on that as well. But because of the time frame, they're rushing into production. They need something. There's nothing else besides Solo. So, December 20th, 2019, the bomb explodes. And in this video, there's been some other YouTube videos out there too that give... We're really going to examine how close that The Last Jedi is to Batman v Superman in destroying a movie universe. There is damage that's done. $1 billion, that is an accomplishment, okay? But what it's done with fan reactions, the divided fan base, and then what's next, Solo... Just like Batman v Superman had another film right after, Suicide Squad. There's so much going on here that's very similar, and this cannot be disregarded because this is recent movie news. This is something that just happened with the DCEU. So we need to examine and see if it parallels to what's happening with Star Wars and the Star Wars universe or not. So let's go over some points, and I want to see what you think. Okay, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Could The Last Jedi be as damaging to Star Wars as Batman v Superman was to the DC movie universe? We're going to go over some plot points, or some bullet points, with actual bullet thumbnails. It divided the fan base, okay? Both movies there divided the fan base. People that were huge fans of Batman and Superman were not liking how they were portrayed. And if you disagree with me and you like The Last Jedi, you cannot disregard that there is a strong opinion on the other side too about The Last Jedi. You can't ignore it. It's there. Maybe you don't agree with it, but it's similar. People are not happy with some of the way, mostly with the original characters, how they were portrayed. Dropped storylines. This is more to go with Batman v Superman to Justice League, but they've done things in the DCEU to just drop storylines, just like The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi completely ignores some storylines or drops them so quick without earning it. Solo is the next Suicide Squad if it's lucky. Now it's being touted as a bomb everywhere, articles everywhere, and it's behind the scenes that this leaked, that this is a bomb. 2 weeks after The Last Jedi comes out and this is the news and there's still no trailer, they're definitely holding back that trailer. Can't finish or start. Announcements with no follow through. This mirrors the DCEU so much. Announcing things, very preliminary, nothing ever happening. DC movie universe is like this so much. Nothing ever follows through. What is she, Kathleen Kennedy, what is she actually following through with? She can't finish what she has, and she can't start anything new. Okay, and here's another hot point on The Last Jedi and the Star Wars universe with Kennedy at the helm. Agendas that are not so hidden. If you have one, make it good. I do not care. I just want to enjoy a good movie. If you have an agenda that you want to put in there, just make it good. I really don't see, personally, I don't see if you have, if you're a social justice warrior and you want things in your movies, that's cool. I have no problems with that. But I want the characters to be strong characters. Rose was a really weak character. She was an Asian fangirl. That's it can be a hurtful stereotype. If you're waiting to see a portrayal of someone that's similar to you in a universe that you love, and it's a stereotype, it can be hurtful. So tell me if you agree with the Rose portrayal of Rose. Did you find any issue with it, or were you okay with it? Personally, I think it's a stereotype and a weak character. I think the actress did good. I don't think she had enough to go with. Also, with Rey. Rey, to me, was a standout. Daisy Ridley is a great actress, and she's just instantly likable. Even if you don't like that she was super powered, and I'm sure you heard the Mary Sue criticism. Okay, even if you didn't like that, I think what she did with what the storyline she was given in The Force Awakens, she did a great job. I don't think she had enough to do here. And then instead of developing her character, they instantly put her in a possible romantic relationship with Kylo. Someone she just saw murder one of her friends and severely injure the other. I know she was being manipulated in her mind with the Force, but suddenly she sees the good in him when his own uncle and mother do not. Nah, I don't see it. More points here. Director drama. And this is all done to say, if you're happy about the $1 billion for The Last Jedi, more power to you. But to dismiss that there's not issues and then there's not something similar going on here, I think you got to look at the facts. There's a lot going on in the Star Wars universe right now, and it's not all that great. You can't deny these things. There's director drama, even more here than DC movies, in my opinion. The firing of Trevorrow and Lord and Miller, and then the hiring of Ron Howard, and it's still being touted as a mess. So that's even worse than what's going on in DC, if you ask me. Backlash of community and rush into production. Very similar to when Batman v Superman hit, about the mixed reviews. And what did they do? They had a script and they had pre-production ready, so they just jumped into it. And I don't think you're seeing anything different here. Disney wants something to release. Especially, they need this done 2019. And they're going to rush to do it no matter what. No matter what we think, this video is not going to change nothing. No one else's video is going to change anything. No matter how much we outcry, they are still going to rush Episode 9 into production because that's when their streaming service launches. And they have nothing else because, again, Kathleen can't start anything else. More damaging than Batman v Superman, when we see Superman again, you're never going to get scenes that you wanted to see. A lot of people's issues with The Last Jedi, and my personal own issues, were that, if not that some characters, especially Luke, was killed off, it's just that we didn't see the scenes that we wanted to see with them. Leia, they didn't develop her character much at all. They did a scene for a plot twist and to have her as Super Leia so they can get rid of some other original characters, and then they put her in a coma for most of the movie. And then at the end, she said, yeah, he's irredeemable. I wanted to see Leia, even if she didn't think he was redeemable, to talk to her son face to face. How could you kill Han? Do you know? That's where we'd see the great acting of Carrie Fisher. I love Carrie Fisher. It's like the Canto Bight scene all over again. A lot of people in the community are saying, this is Carrie Fisher's best work. Really? I don't see it. Are we watching the same movie? Do you think this was Carrie Fisher's best work? I mean, there's a little bit of bias because it was some of her last work. I don't think she was bad. I think a lot of it has to do with direction and nothing to do. But it's not the best to me. So we're never going to see Carrie Fisher's Leia. And Luke, we're not going to see what we want of him if you were expecting some awesome scenes with him. Disney streaming launches 2019. Solo is the last release before that launch. If all rumors are to be true, and we love to talk about rumors in this show. If the rumors are to be believed and Solo bombs, it's just like when Suicide Squad was released and then the wait up till Justice League. Fortunately they had Wonder Woman in between. There's nothing here. Actually, when making this, I forgot about that. They actually had a great movie in between. Okay? So, the Star Wars universe may even be in a worse position than DC, because after Solo, there's just the long wait till Episode 9. Unless they announce some surprise movie, which none of us know about. I guess that's possible. If Solo does bomb, the wait is long and very similar to Wait for Justice League. I just covered that. It might be worse. Like it or hate it, Batman v Superman, Zack Snyder had a vision. They are making it up as they go. Even if you like The Last Jedi, I don't think you can say they're not making up as they go. They're writing it while it's being released. There was not a strong, overarching trilogy storyline. They just knew what characters they want, and they're making it up as they go along. Zack Snyder had a vision. I personally really like Batman v Superman. I think it's a different take on superhero movies. It's as if superheroes are actually in the real world. I mean, not completely, but more realistic than some Marvel movies. And Marvel movies definitely have a formula. It did not fit that formula, and I give it props for that. This isn't about that, but he at least had a vision. So, they don't have a vision, and they're making up as they go along. Trolling and reactionary to fans. The Force Awakens is safe. Let's have plot. It had plot twists like box office. The last... Boy, I messed up on that one. The Last Jedi had plot twists just to have plot twists. Lazy plot twists just to have them. Like a lot of the box office garbage that's released now. It just had a plot twist to have it. To not put the work in to develop these storylines. Okay, now I think this is my last one. Justice League, we at least could look forward to seeing new characters. Now we have our favorites missing in Kylo versus Rey round 2. Maybe we'll get a surprise in there and see the Knights of Ren, which I really do hope that happens, especially since JJ's coming back, because I think he did have an idea for that. But beyond that, much smaller in scale than the other saga trilogies. Okay, and I also want to include... I do these videos. I would love to talk. Talk to me in the comments section. I have some additional questions for you. Are you still looking forward to Solo in Episode 9? Now, if you're on like me and your opinion is that you're not happy with the Star Wars movie universe, is the TV series our only hope? And if Solo is a bomb, is it more damaging to release Solo or to hold it back? And this is something else that's been coming up recently. Does it annoy you when they say this is the best Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher's best portrayal of their characters, their best performance? Now, I think they did a good job acting, but when I think about my love for Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker and saying that this is their best, when we had some amazing scenes in the original trilogy, I don't see it. I think I like Leia better in The Force Awakens than I did her here. It's just not, they went nowhere with her character except that shocking scene. So, and for the final question, and I'm going to put a poll up for this one, what is in worse shape, DC movie universe or Star Wars movie universe? And I really want you to respond and vote in the poll, because I might use that in another video. We're going to now have our viewer shout out. I appreciate all you with your nice comments, and I intend to keep the shout outs coming, so keep your comments coming, please. Joe Pasciano, Ryan Johnson is now too toxic to move forward with him attached to anything Star Wars. I won't go see. Honestly, if I'm going to be 100% right, I'll probably see it anyway at least once. But that's not how I usually handle Star Wars. I'm usually so excited and so pumped for the new movies. I see them like 3, 4, 5 times in theaters. I'll probably just see it once. If I'm surprised and it's great, then I'll see it more. But my excitement's not there for it if he's attached. And I really don't think it's going to happen. If you haven't watched my other video already, I don't think it was ever a go. It was just a marketing tactic. So because we were expecting the Solo trailer. It doesn't hurt Disney at all to announce something, because they have nothing else to announce, and they're hiding the trailer, apparently. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe we all could be wrong, and the trailer comes out and it's amazing. But they're still holding it back 2 weeks after the Last Jedi. It's kind of concerning. Okay, and finally, here's my little comment on following. There's so much out there: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon. You don't need to do any of that for this channel. You don't even have to follow. You don't have to subscribe. All I want is for you to join in the conversation, and let's talk about a hot topic. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.